Hi, Facebook world.
Hi, Facebook world.
We are excited to share some tips about drinking water.
We are thinking about drinking water.
That's right. So when I was a little girl, probably
When
about...
I was a little girl.
You're a little boy. Say boy.
Boy.
Yes, so when I was a little girl, like elementary age,
I was a little girl.
Listen, I got a story to tell. When I was a little girl,
I was a little girl.
You're not a girl, you're a boy. We would, my sister and I would play this game called Fun Ideas. You want to go over there with Dad? Anyways, my sister and I would play this game called Fun Ideas, and basically we like more or less pretended that somebody was watching, and we would share some like fun idea with our audience. And I got to thinking about like how what I was doing as a kid is a lot like what I do for work now, or for like in my life. And so I'd be curious, like, what else do you guys do that's similar to like how you like to play when you're little? Like if any of you are in my totes group, you might know that, you might have heard me visit with you before, but today I want to specifically show you some like tips that we've discovered on how to drink more water. And this is coming from someone who was highly addicted to caffeine, and I've made huge improvements. And so I just wanted to go through some of the things that have worked for us. And, I don't know, this Fun Ideas thing that we did when we were kids, like I can remember, if Katie jumps on, my sister, one of them was like, we would show how to start the wood stove and like get out the matches and put in the kindling and the newspaper, and we just had a ball like demonstrating something. And I don't know, I guess that was our fun idea, just like showing different things to our pretend audience. So I guess I'm intrigued by that idea, even though we didn't record them back in the day, which that would have been funny if we would have. But I'm excited to bring some fun idea videos to anybody that wants to listen, I guess, online here. So I don't know how often I'll do them. I suppose, I don't know, maybe once a week or once a month, or probably just whenever the mood strikes me. But I do want to share some fun ideas that we come across as a family, or as a mom of a 3-year-old, or just whatever strikes my mood. So thanks for joining, and I have some cool things to share. So Callie says, I kind of remember your fun ideas. Thanks, Callie. Yes, okay, so that's my cousin. Yes, we love that game. It was just like so fun to play. Be sure to say hi if you are watching. It helps just to make this a little more interactive and fun. So feel free to comment. I want to show you though the first thing about caffeine. So I should give you a little backstory before I show you this. First of all, I used to be drinking like 3 big caffeinated beverages a day. I won't say the name of the product because I still do really like it, but it's like a little powder, and you mix it with water and you stir it together and drink it, and it's delicious, but it has a lot of caffeine in it. And so I was drinking like 3 of those a day, which is way too much alone. Plus I would have like 2 pops a day, and sometimes even coffee too. So not healthy, not good. And I tried to like back off of caffeine several times, but of course I would get headaches, I would get really tired. It was no fun. But then in December, I got really sick, and I was like sick to the world, or dead to the world for a couple of weeks, and that kind of weaned me. And then I started drinking more water, and so I thought I'd share these tips that did help us make that transition from caffeine and pop and unhealthy things to just good old water. So, and hi, Fino's on. Hey, say hi. Okay, so this thing is a water, it's called the SodaStream water carbonator. Turns out this is like an infomercial thing, which I didn't know I should say. I'm not affiliated with this in any way. I just found it really cool and helpful, so I wanted to share it with the world. And I told Jay, I'm like, man, there's this thing where you can like make your own carbonated water. And he's like, yeah, it's all over TV. And I don't watch TV, so I didn't even realize it's all advertised all the time, but I'm going to show you how it works. And just share that it did really help make the transition from pop to water, because it has that carbonated feel when you're drinking water. I sometimes drink those little canned waters like Peringer or LaCroix. I don't know if I'm pronouncing them right, but the cans are pretty little, so I wasn't really like getting that much water. So I wanted, and it's like you go through a lot of cans really fast. So I wanted to find and try this, and I'm really excited about it. The set I got came with 2 bottles and some like little flavoring, which I'll show you here in a second. Say hey when you're on. I am excited to share this fun idea of how to drink more water. So, Jet, do you want to come push the button?
Sure.
Okay. So I filled up the water. This is just tap water, so I just filled it up from the sink, and you fill it up to the line. Then, okay, let's just show them. There's a button on the top, and okay, so I just filled this before I got on here, save a little time. But what you do is you put it inside here. Hold on, not yet. And you click it down, and it like holds it and hangs it. The other thing I should note that I was pleasantly surprised about is this: you don't have to plug it in, and it doesn't take batteries. There's just a CO2 bottle in the back of it that you put in when it comes. So, like, easy to move around on your counters or wherever you want to use it.
Now can I push?
Yes, you can. Okay, so Jet's going to push our button. You got to press it really hard, remember. 1, and you hold it for like 1 to 3 seconds. Try it again. You don't actually have to press it that hard, but for a 3-year-old, it's pressing it really hard. There you go. Good job. Okay, then you pull it out. You can kind of hear the carbonation sound. Jet, you want to try it? And then you've got fizzy, bubbly water.
No, I don't like the bubbles.
You don't like the bubbles? I like the bubbles. Then you can like just drink it right out of a bottle, or I've been pouring it into a glass. Want to try it?
No.
Okay.
I don't like the bubbles.
Okay, you can put a couple drops of this in. So we've got, I got orange and lime, and I should add, I personally like going from pop to this. I really like the taste. Maybe for all you like really healthy people out there that already are drinking lots of water, like my dad, he drinks a lot of water, and I let him taste this. He was not a fan, so maybe not everybody likes carbonated water, but I personally think it is good, and it feels like you're drinking something more than plain water. So hi for those saying hello, thanks. So I just put the drops in and shake it up. Then you've got like a flavored drink to have, okay? One tip, if you do go ahead and get one of these, is it tells you to put the flavoring in after you've pressed the button, and that's like a real thing, because I tried to save a half a step by putting the flavoring in before I pushed the button, and it exploded when I took it off. So put the flavoring in after you've carbonated it. But it is delicious. So that was my first tip on what helped make the transition from pop to water. And it's made a big difference. I've been drinking way more water, and they'll say 8 glasses a day, but I've been going for 100 ounces a day every day, and I could probably up that even a little bit more because I'm comfortably drinking that now. But it's really made a difference on like how I feel. So I have a lot more energy, and like, okay, breaking my habit of caffeine to water was a big step. But then now that I drink more water, the water gives me energy. Plus, I never really had that much bad skin or breakouts, but I would say my skin has cleared up some, which they say can happen, and I've really experienced that. And then I don't know, it helps me not to eat as much. Like I've been drinking water before my meals, so it helps. And I'm going to show you one more thing here in a minute, but some other tips about drinking more water. I read this in The Miracle Morning. If you have not read that book, I highly recommend it. And it's like all about how your morning routine can make a huge impact on your day and your life. And it talks about what you do in the first 5 minutes, and like first 5 minutes when you wake up. And one of those things is to brush your teeth and drink a big glass of cold water. So I started doing that, and it makes a big difference. And even when I was drinking a lot of caffeine in the morning, I would make myself drink a big glass of water before I would drink the coffee or mixed drink. So that has helped me get in the water intake. And another tip, like you could put wrist, like, what are they called? Like hair ties or rubber bands around your wrist. So if you want to drink 8 bottles of water, put 8 on this hand, and then you move them to the other hand. So by the end of the day, you've got to have all your rubber bands moved over. That's an oldie but a goodie. Otherwise, I've been seeing like cut up fruit and vegetables and put those in your water. Makes it a little more flavorful and fun to drink. And then like eat watery foods to help with the water intake. And I've been, if anybody knows, I like to learn. So lately I've been on this kick to learn about how to be healthier and drink more water. So I'm just like intrigued to share with everybody, I guess, because I've really enjoyed this transformation of going from a caffeine pop addict to a huge water fan. Okay, but the next thing well, first of all, we got Fitbits, my husband and I, and the Fitbit app on your phone is really awesome. Like, obviously it's going to track your steps and exercise and all sorts of stuff, but you have a spot where you can put in what you eat throughout the day and your water. I told Jay, I'm like, man, it would be really cool if there was such a thing that kept track of how much water you drink throughout the day. So I Googled, well, actually I put it in Amazon, trusty Amazon, where I get everything. I said, I just put in smart bottle, and I figured it would bring up like some baby bottles or something. But turns out there is such thing as a smart water bottle, and it looks like this. So I went ahead and got one, and I love it. So it lights up. I don't know if you saw it light up a little while ago, but it will light up to remind you to drink, and it syncs to your phone, syncs to the app. It says it'll sync to Fitbit, but I haven't figured that part out, but it does sync to the app on your phone to keep track of how much you drink, but it will send you notifications on your phone when you haven't been drinking enough. It lights up, so if you're in the car or at your desk or just traveling, leave it in your bag, you are going to get reminded to drink it. It really makes a difference on like reminding me when I feel like I've been drinking water, but it'll blink at you. So this is cool, and this has helped. And I just show you, like, you probably can't see it, but there's like a sensor inside, so it senses when the water comes out how much you have drank. And this is a 24-ounce bottle. It's got this like little hook. So I have found this really cool, and that's helped us to drink a bunch of water. And I should just say, like, again, I'm not in any way affiliated with these, but they've been fun to use, and I've really enjoyed them. So I wanted to share with the world my fun idea for the day, for the week. And I guess I turned 30 this year. We've got several more months before I turn 30, but this is like the big year where I want to check things off the bucket list and get healthy and everything. So I'm just excited to visit about some things like this. And I signed up for a half marathon, which can be a whole nother video sometime, but if any of y'all have ran a half marathon, please comment your tips. And if any of you, because I need them, I'm like so far from it. I read the other day you're supposed to be able to run 3 miles before you start marathon training. Half marathon, yeah, I'm not even to that. So I'm kind of out of my league on this, but I am excited to like go for it, and we'll see how we do on May 6th. It's a big race in Lincoln. But also, if you guys have one of these, I would be curious to hear your reactions to them, and if you have other water tips, please share, because I'm trying to, I like acquiring information and learning about new things. So if you can just share your water tips with me, that would make a big difference. I'm looking at my husband now. He's getting either a glass of water or something to eat. I don't know, but I better let you go. I just wanted to share because I've been, I don't know, all jazzed up about this new water craze, and thought I would just say hello to the Facebook world and let you see what we've been up to. So Happy New Year officially to everybody. And I don't know, I think that's all I wanted to say about water. So we'll join you another time. Have a good one. Say hi when you are watching, and let's drink some water. Hey Jake, I wanted to show you how Jay likes can you come show the carbonated water real quick?
No.
Come on. He actually likes it. My dad does not like it. I like it. So if anybody tries it, don't blame me if you're not a fan, because I will tell you that not everybody loves it, but I definitely do like the carbonated taste. So cheers to you, and go get yourself a big glass of water.